powered by Riverside.
Hey, what's going on? How is everybody doing on this beautiful Friday afternoon? You already know who it is. You already know what the show is, but we're going to do it anyway. It is your boy, the Birdman, with the Birdman Show. Do it with me one time. That's right. Yeah, hey, I wanted to get on here because number one, I wanted to say thank you to everybody who joined in on the live studio audience for the last episode with myself, Birdman, and with my co-host Ace and Big Sam. It was fun. It was a great episode. We talked about tattoos. We talked about where they originated from. We even talked about where the scientists believe they found earliest signs of the very first tattoos. The person that had the body that had the very first tattoos. We talked about all that. So if you didn't get a chance to check that out, you can check out the live video version of it on our YouTube channel, which is you can find that at Birdman Show Podcast 9643. You can go check out any of our past video podcasts on that. You can also find us on Spotify. The Spotify channel we have, which is the Birdman Show, the Birdman Podcast. Birdman Podcast. You can find that on there. I do include a lot of those and all those links on my Tim Birdman Simpson Facebook profile, as well as the Birdman Show fan page. So if we're not friends on the Tim Birdman Simpson Facebook profile, and if you're not a member of the Birdman Show fan page, and if you haven't checked out any of our past episodes on our Spotify or YouTube, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but whatever it is, you need to change some things. Prioritize, please, people. I'm playing, not playing. But you can definitely check us out on those to catch any of the past episodes, and of course our social media, where you can always you can find me on TikTok at Birdman Show. You can also find me on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Whatever. I don't really, whatever. But whatever you call it, it's at Birdman Podcast. And then of course, if you ever want to reach out to me, if you have maybe some show topic ideas that you may want us to discuss, if you maybe you want to be a guest on the show, you can reach out to me at my Gmail account, my email account, and that's tbs.birdman@gmail.com. TBS, once again, TBS, meaning the Birdman Show, .birdman, that's me, at gmail.com. Okay, so like I said, if you have any questions, you want to leave us a comment as far as, the show, you like to say if you want to be a guest, you have show topics, something you want to discuss, because this last episode we did on tattoos was actually an idea from one of our studio audience members, who just wanted to know more about tattoos. We talked about, like I said, in that episode, we talked about, the origin of the tattoo. We discussed different tattoos. We discussed, tattoos in the workplace, as well as I gave 7 tattoos that you should absolutely 100% stay away from, and the reasons why. So if you have tattoos, or if you're thinking about getting tattoos, you might definitely want to catch that episode. You might want to go back and get that episode. Whether you watch the live video of it or you go on Spotify, you definitely might want to catch that tattoo, because that tattoo could learn about those, especially just those 7, will probably save you a lot of heartache, and in some cases it might actually save your life, but not by not getting those tattoos. So go check that episode out. especially listen out for those 7 tattoos, and definitely join us on our adventure as we go in. Like I said, I love doing this show. I got great, unbelievable co-hosts with Ace and Big Sam. Ace is, he's on TikTok, and he has his own little following on there. The Ace Horror Family, or Ace Horror Fam, is the actual title of it. But they have a wonderful following, wonderful people. Like I said, if you follow them on TikTok, the things that they discuss, and then I believe on every Wednesday after the show, after we do our podcast, he's on TikTok live, and he does game night, where they do trivia, and it's fun. I usually get on there after the show, but it's a lot of fun, and it's a good way to communicate, a good way to interact with people. It's just good fun time to have. So I love it, enjoyed it immensely, and if you haven't had a chance to check it out, definitely go check it out. But let's talk about real quick about this upcoming episode. This upcoming episode, we are going to talk about. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Huh? You ready? We are going to talk about dating. We're going to talk about dating today versus dating in the past. We're going to talk about some of the things that, like why it's different, what's different about it, some of the things you can avoid on dates, to kind of make things easier. Some of the things you probably should do and look out for when going out on a date. I believe when it comes to dating, especially for women, in this aspect, I believe you should be a little bit more careful. And for men, I do believe you need to because we talk about a lot of things, and I don't want to get too much into it, because obviously I want to make sure we have more than enough material for the show. But for women, they talk about a lot of we gotta watch out for red flags, this and that. But that's the same thing for men. You should be looking out for red flags, identifying those red flags, understanding what they are, how to decipher those different things, to move forward. If you decide you want to continue dating somebody, or if you say that's not the right person, and you can move forward dating somebody else. We're going to tackle a lot of that stuff. I think a lot of these things have been lost. I believe the art of dating, and it is an art. I believe the art of dating has been lost in translation. So we want to tackle some of those things. Hopefully, like I said, we can help some people out. If you want to become part of the live studio audience, which we would love for you to become part of, it's fun because we have a live chat in there as well. So as we're doing the show, we're interacting with the audience members. They, whatever comments they have, especially when they bring up, points that we want to discuss. It's cool because like I originally started this podcast, I wanted to be able to interact with people. I wanted to be able to talk about things that, are prevalent in today's society, and things that people are going through on a day basis. Like I said, we deal with depression, anxiety, all kind of disorders. We talk about a lot of stuff because I talk about it because being in the military for as long as I was, I realized that with all the stuff that I've been through, that everything is connected in life. And if you're not careful, if you don't find an avenue to be able to share those things and discuss those things, you can end up ruining a lot of relationships, a lot of friendships. So I want to create a type of platform, a type of atmosphere where people can come in and discuss those things, where we can talk about why we're having troubles with our friendships, why we're having troubles in our relationships. But in order to do that, you have to first deal with yourself, because like I've heard many times before. I remember my grandma telling me this. If you have an issue, if you have a problem in your life, if you can't say 100% that you're not even 1% part of that problem, you are part of that problem. So dealing with yourself, taking accountability is one of the biggest things that, I like to deal with, and we deal with quite a bit within this podcast. So we definitely would love for you to take the journey with us. Like I said, if you want to be a member of the live studio audience, go to riverside.fm/studio/Birdman's hyphen studio. That's riverside.fm/studio/Birdman's, Birdman with an S at the end, dash studio, to become a live member audience. And like I said, it's fun, and definitely want live member audiences, because anything other than being live is the alternative. The alternative of that is not good. So yes, we want live studio member audiences. So definitely come check us out on that. And like I said, you can always check out the video version of the podcast on our YouTube channel, which is Birdman Show Podcast 9643. Okay, that's the live video. That's the video podcast version of it, and the audio podcast version of it is on Spotify at the Birdman Podcast. Okay, like I said, I'm looking forward to this episode. So hopefully we're able to help people out. And like I said, especially if you become a live member audience, studio money member audience, good. I tell you what, sometimes it's just, wow, you start talking, words don't want to come out. Mine starts working a lot faster than your mouth is. And that's, that could be some some reason why some people are dealing with problems when dating. So this will go perfectly. But anyways, if you want to be a member of, we would love to have you, like I said, as a member of the live studio audience. So definitely check that out. I will have a link for that. I'll put it with this video. I'll also repost it as we go, as the days get closer to the show. Every show is aired Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Central Time. Like I said, you can catch it on YouTube live. But then like I said, after that, I'll also post it on to our Spotify channel for the audio version of it. So that way, if you're in your car, you want to listen to us, if you're going for a nice walk, in the woods, or walking on the beach, you're driving in your car or whatever, you can check us out with the audio. If you're sitting around at the house, and you just want something to watch, you can come watch us, enjoy the, the fun we have. Because we do have a lot of fun. We definitely do have a lot of fun. Now, that also being said, for those who have been checking out the episodes of this, we will, after this episode, the following episode, we're going to dive a little bit more into some of the murder mysteries that we had talked about we were going to talk about. And we have a special one coming up. And this is one, I'm not going to get into it. You're going to have to join it. So yes, like I said, once again, check us out. And we'll see you on the next episode of the Birdman Show. Do it with me. See ya.